Charles Feltman has this definition of trust. It's choosing to risk making something you value vulnerable to another person's actions. Choosing to risk making something you value vulnerable to another person's actions. So trust requires two things. It requires risk and it requires vulnerability. There's always a risk, right? When I'm sharing something that's valuable to me, whether it is my secrets or your image of me or my love or access to my kids, there's no guarantee what you're going to do when you have access to them. You might go and tell my secrets to somebody. You might go and break my heart. You might hurt my children. There is no guarantee. That's why trust is inherently risky. That's why so few of us trust people. But that's why trust also needs vulnerability. Because despite the risk, I am still choosing to trust you. I am still choosing to share with you. And in doing so, it creates a bond between us. Vulnerability breeds connection. We cannot have connection without risk. When we withhold vulnerability from each other, we limit the amount of trust that can exist between us. When we limit vulnerability, withhold vulnerability, we limit the amount of trust that can exist between us. So when we're in the valley, when we're in the storm, and we are most vulnerable, choosing to trust, choosing to share, opens you up to connecting. And when we connect, this helps turn our test into a testimony. When we experience connection, this helps to give our pain purpose. When you experience connection, that's how you start to experience good pain. If our church lacks vulnerability, it will lack true connection. If we lack connection, we do not experience the benefits of being in a supportive community.